Hey, my friend, welcome back to the State 48 Homeowner Podcast. And today, we're talking about something that every homeowner needs to know: natural gas and carbon monoxide safety. About half of us use natural gas in our homes for heating, cooking, water heaters. It's an efficient and reliable energy source until something goes wrong. I own a rental property in Oklahoma City, and when I was looking at property there, I noticed that in one neighborhood, there were newer homes in the midst of older homes, and there were a couple vacant lots. It looked interesting, so I researched and I realized that this was the site of a devastating natural gas explosion that leveled a home, damaged over 50 others, and left multiple people injured. And here's the truly scary part. Residents had been reporting the smell of gas all day long. These events do happen, and this is why we need to take gas safety seriously. And so today we're going to cover how to detect a natural gas leak before it's too late, the do's and don'ts if you do suspect a leak. We're going to talk about carbon monoxide dangers, and stick around till the end of the video. You're going to find out about what all this has to do with haunted houses. And if you find this episode helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. This is life-saving information that every homeowner should know. All right, so let's air out this topic today on State 48 Homeowner.
Hi, I'm Klaus, and this is State 48 Homeowner.
Natural gas leaks can be incredibly dangerous, but the good news is you can detect them if you know what to be aware of. Think see no evil, hear no evil, smell no evil. See. For gas leaks, the visual clues are the least common, but they can be there. You want to look for dirt or water blowing into the air, unexplained dead or dying plants, bubbling in puddles or standing water. And so you can sometimes hear it too, a hissing or roaring sound coming from pipes, the ground, or appliances. That could mean that gas is escaping under pressure. But the biggest clue is going to be smell. Natural gas is odorless, but gas companies add a chemical that smells like rotten eggs so that you can detect leaks. If you ever get a whiff of that sulfur-like scent, don't ignore it. If you notice any of these signs, here's what you don't want to do. Hey, don't light a match or smoke. Even a tiny spark can ignite gas. Don't flip any switches on or off. That includes lights, appliances, even your phone. Don't start or stop a car or garage door opener. Engines can create sparks, but this is what you do want to do. Exit immediately. Leave doors open to let gas escape, and warn others to get out. This includes your neighbors, because your house isn't the only house in danger. And then call 911 and your gas provider from a safe location. In Arizona, that's often Southwest Gas, 877-860-6020. But the city of Mesa provides gas service for all of Mesa, as well as 235 square miles in Queen Creek, Santan Valley, Pinal County. And their emergency number is 480-644-4277. Now, earlier I mentioned the tragedy in Oklahoma City, and that was where a massive gas explosion destroyed a home and rocked an entire neighborhood. People had been smelling gas and calling their provider for hours before the blast. And then at 3:15 a.m., it happened. There was a massive explosion. And a man that was inside the house was rushed to the hospital with severe burns, and over 50 homes were damaged or destroyed. And this is exactly why homeowners need to take gas leaks seriously. If you smell something that smells off, don't wait. Get out, call your provider, and let the fire department decide if it's safe or not. Now let's talk about prevention. The best way to avoid a gas leak disaster is by staying proactive. Don't tamper with gas lines. Always use a licensed contractor for repairs. Gas lines are not a DIY project, especially if they're live, if there's gas flowing through the pipes. You want to know where your gas shutoff valve is. If an emergency happens, you don't want to be scrambling to find it. Most homeowners don't think about their gas shutoff valve until there's an emergency. I always recommend taking 5 minutes to locate it. It looks like that. And keeping a wrench nearby. You might need it someday. Next, install a carbon monoxide detector. It works just like a smoke alarm, but it's for gas. And pay attention. Work smart. One of the things a lot of homeowners don't realize is that carbon monoxide can flow through drywall. Gypsum contains microscopic pores. And the average size of each pore is up to 1 million times larger than carbon monoxide molecules. That means if you're working on the car and it's running in a poorly ventilated garage for a long time, the person in the garage may not be the only one that's affected and in danger. You want to be aware and use a fan to blow the air out of the garage.
Your friend Sean Hannity here. You know, the current real estate market is creating more unique situations than ever before. And as an active investor myself, I have personally found that working with real estate agents that have real-time experience and offer a variety of solutions and options has never been more important. That's why here in Phoenix, I recommend that you talk to Kenny Klaus at the Klaus team, powered by Real Broker. Now, he has helped many families right here in your area turn complicated situations into solutions. An immediate cash offer is not your only option. Now, the Klaus team can provide a list of options and have a plan before your home is even on the market, including the buy then sell program. They can also tell you what your home is worth in seconds right online when you go to klausteam.com. Now, these are just a couple of options, and trust me, you owe it to yourself to talk with Kenny Klaus and the Klaus team. Now, you can search on Google the Klaus team and get the options that are right for you.
Now, we've talked about the explosive power of natural gas, but let's talk about carbon monoxide. It's also known as the silent killer. Unlike natural gas that has an odor that's added so you can smell it, carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can build up from gas stoves, fireplaces, water heaters, and cars left running in garages. Symptoms of CO poisoning include headaches, dizziness, nausea, confusion, chest pain, loss of consciousness. You know, a lot of doctors will say that it often mirrors flu-like symptoms. It often makes you feel sleepy. If multiple people in your home feel sick at the same time, get outside immediately. Call 911. Install CO detectors near bedrooms. We're talking $20 on Amazon. If you have gas appliances, this should be standard in your home. Never use a gas oven to heat your home, and have your gas appliances serviced yearly. All right, here's a crazy fact that I promised you earlier. Some of those haunted house stories that you've heard, they actually might be carbon monoxide poisoning. There have been cases where people thought that their homes were haunted because maybe they saw shadows moving. They heard voices or footsteps. They felt dizzy or confused and even forgot things they did. One guy even thought somebody was breaking into his home and moving his furniture. And it turned out he was actually doing it himself, but he had no memory of it due to carbon monoxide exposure. Turns out a lot of these haunted houses were actually homes that had dangerous levels of carbon monoxide. The gas can mess with your brain and cause hallucinations. So if you ever feel weird, forget things, or see things that shouldn't be there, maybe just check your CO detector before calling a ghost hunter. All right, let's do a quick recap. Number 1, gas leaks. If you smell rotten eggs, get out and call your gas provider. 2, carbon monoxide. It's odorless and deadly. Install a CO detector and never ignore symptoms. 3, take action. Don't wait if you suspect a leak. Your safety is more important than anything. Thanks for watching or listening. If this episode helped you, hit that like button, click subscribe, and ring that bell for notification. This info could literally save a life. Share it with friends and family so that they know what to do in an emergency. If you have questions about anything home related, reach out to us at the Klaus team at klausteam.com/callusfirst. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next episode of State 48 Homeowner. Thanks for spending time with us this week at State 48 Homeowner, the ins and outs of owning an Arizona home. You can connect with us for more information, submit topics you'd like us to further discuss. You can see relevant videos, give us feedback, answer your real estate questions, and more at state48homeowner.com.